What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from Finalizing Gaming, and you guys did it. There are 50 likes on my 50 minutes of space speedrun video. So I decided to go back and, well, as you'll be seeing here, I beat my time by a pretty significant margin. If you're just here to see the actual speedrun, you can go ahead and skip to, I think it's about 750 is where it starts. But I do need to give a little bit of credit to someone who made it so that I can actually say this is actually a world record now, because I didn't feel comfortable claiming that the first speedrun was a world record because no one else had tried it. It was just, you know, it was just something I'd thrown out there. So the credit I need to give goes to let me pull up his YouTube video. The credit I need to give goes to Tiger. And it's like _TYGER_dash. But he actually saw my speedrun and decided to copy it. Well, not copy it, but also attempt it. And on his channel, it looks like he does a whole bunch of Space Engineer speedruns, but he actually posted a comment on my video telling me about this one, and so I checked it out, and it turns out that he had actually shaved like maybe 3.5 minutes off my time, which is pretty significant. So I watched what he did, I actually paid attention, took notes, and was like, you know what? I think I can beat his time. So that's what this is. This is me attempting to beat the current best time in the world, which prior to this speedrun was 11 minutes and 14 seconds by Tiger. Before that, I think it was in the neighborhood of 14 minutes something by me. So here we go. Now that it's actually a third, now that we actually have a third speed run on this exact on this exact set of rules, I'm comfortable calling it a world record. But at this point, there's not a whole lot else for me to really say, so I'm pretty much just gonna be rambling on. Until I get to the actual speed run, so I'll probably just stop, put this music, and go from there. Alright, so, going through what I actually did. I turned on the atmospheric thrusters just to make the pod start way further up. And then I was looking around for ice, and I think for a moment I was thinking, this isn't going to work, but then I spotted the mountain in the distance and was like, you know what, let's grab the hydrogen bottle and go for it. So definitely a lot of time savings here. Again, I think you'll see at least a minute I could have saved by spawning above ice instead of trying to play this start, but it is what it is, and did end up working out anyway. So what you're looking at, I don't know if it's particularly obvious, but I'm actually sort of, I call it air hopping, which is a fuel saving technique I made for the jetpack, which is basically you turn off the dampeners and then use spacebar and W as needed to maintain your forward velocity, as well as, you know, not crash into the ground. And it seems to use a lot, and I do mean a lot less fuel than trying to keep it all on at the same time. Mostly because you're not constantly accelerating against the speed limits, so I guess it's pretty similar to just turning off your dampeners in space, but you know, in atmosphere you gotta pay a little bit more attention. But anyway, I grabbed, I want to say, like 480 something ice. You could probably do with maybe 300. It really doesn't take that much beyond what they give you in the respawn pod. Frankly, if they gave you 400, I think you might be able to cut it. So maybe even like 100 ice, but you still need some. I tried several times to make space without getting the ice in tests that I didn't show, but didn't work out. Anyway, first thing I wanted to get going when I got back was the atmospheric thrusters. Thanks to the atmospheric thrusters, acceleration takes basically no time. Progression is in fact on, so that's why I had to grind down and rebuild that landing gear. And then now I'm just collecting the parts that I'm going to need to build a remote control block. So there we go. And then this actually relates to the bumping thing I mentioned earlier, because it's still an issue even as you're accelerating upward. It's not as big an issue, but considering the well, I don't know this for a fact, but I've been operating under the assumption that the gravity field is basically a sphere. Oh yeah, so here I actually noticed that my speed was starting to go down, so I decided to hop in and just turn on the hydrogen thruster, because we're now at the altitude where we need the hydrogen thruster. And yeah, it looks like we need a little bit more. There we go. And that's just sort of the way I was controlling it until I could get the remote control block up. Yeah, I need to scavenge the parts from at least one of the atmospheric thrusters, so I also didn't want to start building this until after I'd gotten above atmospheric thruster range. So let's grab our remote control, drop that in right here, and to be honest, I probably could have just stuck with the remote control if I want for the fine control over the hydrogen thruster. Technically, I think you can do it without this at all, but it really helps, and frankly, because your pod's already moving up, as long as you turned on your hydrogen thruster and you're going at max speed, you are not wasting any time whatsoever, so you might as well. And at this point I actually realized that I hadn't dumped the ice in here, so that was actually a very lucky save right there. Yeah, I still need to adjust the thrust override with that for a little bit, because I need to take the time to set up my hotbar for the remote control. So now that I got the three things I need, which is override increase, override decrease, and toggle on off, now it's just a matter of let's go to space. I don't think I actually wasted too much speed or time on the way up. I probably could have done that a little bit more efficiently, but I didn't this time around. Granted, the only speed I believe I lost was transitioning from atmospheric to space. Oh yeah, the reason I'm tossing things out of my inventory is because I don't know for an absolute fact that this is true, but I tend to operate as if it is. I believe the mass of your inventory actually contributes to the mass of the ship you're flying. I don't know if that's different between large grid and small grid, because I've seen it differently in both cases, and I may have actually been misinterpreting something that I saw that told me that, you know, this is what's going on. But is it gonna hurt anything for the speedrun? No. Can I still start in space with what's going on? Absolutely. So everything fits, and might as well just toss everything out of the inventory. Yeah, the rest of this is pretty much I'm just grinding off parts of the pod, making it as light as possible, so I can pretty much use the my fuel to its maximum possible potential. But I think at this point, when I saw that I was pretty much on the low setting that I could realistically go, it's like, okay, we're making it space on this. This is as efficient as it can possibly get. Just start grinding stuff off. Again, I honestly don't think this would have helped too much, but oh well. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, at this stage, this really didn't help literally at all. And I don't think it helped significantly before that either. So I might just not even worry about this next time. But you know, it was something to do. Plus, making stuff fall off a, you know, ship is kind of fun. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about how to make the whole thing fall at once, so I ended up grinding off more than I had to. Oh well. So, something I unfortunately didn't notice while I was doing the run was when it actually ticked over into zero gravity, which is the indication that, hey, you are completely in space right now. And that was it right there. So the full time was 9:27:56. That is, as far as I know, the first time anyone's ever made it from Earth to space full survival start in under 10 minutes. So I do think this could be knocked down sub 9 minutes pretty easily. Maybe sub 8 minutes if we get like super efficient in terms of the transition from atmospheric to hydrogen. But at this point, I think it's pretty fair to say that the huge time savings have been found, short of being able to go to space without pretty much without gathering ice. That's the last big one as far as I can tell. And I think it is possible. It feels like it's possible. I just don't know how it is. So, I think that's about... Oh, we're getting near the end. So, real quick, go over what I'm going to be doing for any further speed runs. I did promise that if I got 100 likes on last speedrun, I would speedrun Lost Colony. That is still true. I will speedrun Lost Colony if I get 100 likes on that particular video. So if you like this video and you haven't seen the previous one, please go check that out. I definitely came a long way. So there's just so many advancements I came up with, and then I actually picked up by watching Tiger's speed runs. So yeah, go check that one out. Drop a like on there if you want to see a Lost Colony speed run. But as for this one, I'm thinking if I get 1,000 likes on this one, I might speed run like Earth to the Moon, which is it's a way more complicated speed run than it sounds like, because I know I can do it on a small grid. I don't necessarily know if I can do it on I don't necessarily know if I can do it without with the survival pod. That's the only thing. Like, it would come down to positioning relative to the moon. It would come down to a whole bunch of other things. So I might do that one, and tell me in the comments which one you prefer. I might do Earth to Alien. That's another one I was thinking about, because kind of a classic run in Space Engineers is, you know, you start on Earth, you build a ship, you go to the alien planet. So I'd kind of be interested in doing a speed run of that. So yeah, 1,000 likes on this video and I'll do one of those two. Just let me know which one you want, and I'll start looking into it, start working on it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like, and well, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see, well, I guess more speed runs, because that's apparently kind of popular on my channel. I also do some tutorial stuff. I do some, I do a Let's Play series. I just did some maintenance on that, so it's gonna change up a little bit. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all later.